Let's get it! Broadcasting to you from a little grass shack in the middle of the Pacific.
Live in the place to be.
Well, they're actually in the Bay Area.
Yes!
But they are the premier Pacifica show that shines a spotlight on positive Pacific Islanders.
You listening to the sound.
Role models coming brown every Thursday night at 6.
East to west, we getting hurt.
Brought to you by Pacifica by Design. It's the iconic FICA podcast with your hosts, Naki and Carl.
What's up?
Hey, what's going on?
How's your week going? How is the week going?
So far,
you just
so
got
good.
done with something big, right? You just got something past. Got past something that you were
Not
doing at work.
past yet, but I just got done with a project. Yeah. Yep.
Feels good. Feels good to get big projects done, right? So season 9, episode, is it 28?
Is it 28 or 26?
26. I think it's a 26th
Yeah,
episode.
26.
We're still here, still doing it. So we got a little bit of our check-ins. Mostly it's the recap of the AMU BBQ. What we loved and what we really loved, because there's nothing about it we didn't like. But it's always one of the bigger events of the summer in the Bay Area. So we'll recap that, talk about our community announcements, and then maybe some things we're looking at doing down the road. So that's the show, Naki. What you got going on?
Same old stuff, different day, busy week. Happy to be back to FICA. Lots of stuff happened this past weekend. The AMU BBQ, their 10-year anniversary happened. And so there was approximately 2,000 people that went through, could have been more, 2,000 people that went through Gilman Park in San Francisco on Saturday. So big shout out to the AMU team, their executive director, Cree Mawia, Tina Faitala, Jessica Ponce, Shirley Alabati, like Michelle. Their whole squad did a great job with the barbecue. You and Mo were there early to pitch the tent.
Actually went up a lot quicker this year. Mo and I were trying to figure that out, because usually we have I know there's other people helping us set it up, and I said, why do you think it went up this easy? And he said something basically, there's too many people. If they get in the way, it slows us down. So less people made it go faster. But I don't know, was it 3 years, however long we've had that tent, all the events we've gone, putting the tent up and taking it back down seemed easier. So that's becoming less of a chore, I guess. But yeah, it was we got there pretty early. I mean, I thought we were going to be there early. There was still a whole bunch of people had been there probably since it was dark, I would think, in that park doing all the things. One of the things that Mo and I commented on was when they first started it, particularly at that park, right? Some of the AMU crew was doing different things, and now there's a few more people that are kind of doing in certain spot. Most of the entire thing, they're not as mobile. They're kind of got their spots to do, or they weren't on the golf carts before, but now they're on the golf carts, and it was kind of nice to see the younger group kind of step in and take shoulder some of that responsibility. Even Cree, I think, took half a step back. I wouldn't say she took a step back, but she took a little bit of a, kind of let people grow. So that was one of the things I noticed that was different this year. Did you notice anything that stood out to you as didn't have to be monumental, but just different from previous years?
I liked they set up differently this year, which I liked. They had a stage, and then the in front of the stage was the seating area where people would come in. There was a bunch of chairs, so people would come and sit. The tents were on the outside of that area. I like the setup. It was really good. It is Cree is 10 years in this, and so she is starting to hand things down to her team, and she has a really trusted team, starting with Jessica and Tina and Shirley and Michelle, and Mama Sil takes care of the food, of course. So basically, a lot of the people have been doing it, that they're saying whatever they're assigned to for many years. So they know when they get there, this is what I've got to do. Like Samoan Solutions takes care of the carnival games. And so they know what to do when they get there. They've been doing it for several years. Nani and the Titters, they take care of giving away the backpacks, which is Nani, Chris VT, Adele Seau. So, and they've been doing that. Adele has been doing that since the beginning, since the first, well, maybe the second or third when they started giving away backpacks. But Adele has been doing that. So there's no direction there, right? She doesn't have to give direction there. She doesn't have to give direction at the carnival rides. She doesn't have to give direction when Phil and his crew get there to do free haircuts. So it's a lot of the new items. Like there's now a stage that she has to set up. I think it's just a lot of it she handed off, or tried to, or maybe handed off to her team. And she showed up just not too much later, but just a little bit later than she's usually there at 5 o'clock in the morning. Maybe she was there at 7 or 8 instead. You know what I mean? Still early, but she was there a little bit later. I did notice that, a lot of the board members were on the golf carts, but they were driving like back and forth, picking up items. Where before, if you watch early on in our videos, you can see JT and FT carrying stuff into the park and running back and forth, all the guys running back and forth. And we're 10 years in, and so they know we need a cart. We are not walking, running back and forth, And so we know where to set up. So I've noticed there were over 55 resources at the park, and they were set up towards the baseball field. It was very well put together. Every year is better and better and better. Of course, I guess I should pop up my pictures. Nope.
So
Nope.
one of the things I noticed was exactly that the crew that's been doing it for so long
hmm
kind of took a step back, and not necessarily back in responsibility, but I think it speaks really well of them that they've been able to develop their team to the point that they can step back, because there's plenty
And
of
hand
times organizations grow,
yeah.
right, and they don't want to give it up because they may not trust their new team or their team, right? So kudos to Amu for developing that next group. Saw Pastor Lucky
So
in
lucky
from all the way from Vegas. He was talking about it, that he had to park like way far away, but you know, they sent him a golf cart to pick him up and bring him in from wherever he parked at. So
Yeah,
kind of interesting to hear
Pastor
the parking stories.
Pastor Lucky and First Lady Caroline flew in from Vegas. They did the closing prayer, but they pretty much are there every year to show support. Um, Cree's from family from LA came in to show support. Um, Tons and tons of people fly in. Fo, is it Fo? That from LA.
Oh
That
yeah.
Yeah, they had a booth there, it was very nice to see them. We're gonna have them on soon anyway, but it was good to see them on because we talked to them virtually. They're on social media, so we know the good work that they're doing down in LA. So it was good to see them. Mayor Lurie showed up to
Yeah,
support
so I was
our
gonna, when you
group.
talked about the baseball diamond where all the resources were,
Mm,
Naki did an interview, I would say right down the first baseline, just a little bit off home plate. Uh, Naki had an interview with a dignitary. Talk a little bit about that. How was that?
It was good. It was the mayor, coming to support all my Usos and to see what they're all about. It's good to have him there to see what his community is doing. And, you know, a lot of people wanted to go in on him because a lot of resources that were there, their funding got cut, which, he's cutting the budget, trying to work on the city's deficit. Um, it was good to see him. EJ, who is the community liaison between the mayor's office and the community, he came over like 15 minutes earlier, I want to say, and found me and Cree, and he told Cree, "Oh, the mayor is going to be here in 10 minutes." And right away, Cree and I go get Carl to do the interview, and we're like, yeah, yeah, yeah. So I
So I
called.
was with Mo, and we were
Mm,
just talking, chilling in the tent, and you had just walked off. Like you were
yeah,
just like you just walked out of the tent, and I was sitting there talking to Mo, and all of a sudden my phone rings, and I was thinking she can't be but 75 feet away from the tent. She just walked away. Like, what's so urgent that she's calling? So I pick up, I hello, and I can hear you, and I can hear Cree in the background. Something about the mayor, and you're like, so the mayor, and something, and you got to do the interview. And I was thinking, there's no way that it's good for me to do the interview with you and Cree there. So, and I told Mo that I said, I think that I just got to talk to them about it, and they'll be just fine. So took you a couple minutes to settle in,
mm,
but you guys killed the interview. You can see the interview on social media.
yeah.
Naki has put it up. That is right in the corner of Gilman Park. The mayor's first steps into it before he had even gotten into all the resources tents and met all the people. Naki and
Mhm.
Cree were able to talk to him about it and express the needs of the community. But I'm so glad that you and Cree did that interview because there's way more feel about it with the two of you having that conversation with him. And I was telling Naki, I said, he knows nobody here. It's his first time at the event. Like he's the one that's nervous about being here. You're the vet. You know everything. You know practically all of the tents that are up. Um, and so look at it from that standpoint. You're welcoming a newbie to to the Amu barbecue. You guys did awesome.
Yeah, when I was talking to him, I was trying to hold back tears because here we are 10 years in, and look, and I was thinking to myself, look how far Cree has brought this barbecue. And I was so proud of her. Like, I was like, the mayor is here for this barbecue, who'd have thunk it? Who'd have thunk it? But so while I was talking and talking about, this 10-year anniversary, thank you for showing up, but I was like really literally like trying to not cry. And then Cree said when afterwards when we were talking, she said she was trying not to cry because she was getting emotional, but she knew she had to get the words out, and have him understand this is what's happening, this is how important it is, and how over 2,000 people, your city is coming here to get free resources that are needed. So, and to show him that this event is needed, it needs funding, it needs the city's support, it needs him to back up this event.
Yeah.
So it was great to have him there to see what's happening, to see that this community created their own space, created this barbecue, got the resources themselves. So it was a great event. I'm so proud of that team. They did such a great job. And we had such a good spot. Like we had a great spot. They put us in a great spot every year. And so I'm grateful for that. Tons of people there. A lot of new faces that I've never seen before. A lot of old faces. And so it was good. It was good. There was a lot of events happening that day, but to have still 2,000 people come through, not at the same time, but during the day, at least 2,000 people were going through. And then, this year was a little different. They had performers. They always have dance groups like this is PIYA performed. They did a great job. Helen did a great job. She always does. She got to lead one of the dances. She did a great job. So, it was just a really, really good day. This is PIYA, Mixed Persuasion, who is from the city. They perform every year. So, I mean, it's good. It's our whole community participated in this. And so I loved every part of it. Every part of it.
Yeah, I like I'll tell you, I did like the performances on the grass that had a
Yeah.
different feel to it. You didn't see that at a lot of events where you had
Mhm.
cultural performances and the community was able to just get right up, like the
Yeah.
crowd used to but at some point, they didn't have 1,000 or 2,000 people there. They had two or 300 people there, so it was able to do that. So growing, I will miss the smaller performances, but at the same time, there's some things you can't do with 2,000 people that you can do at 200.
Yes. Yeah, so this is one of the golf carts. This is who is one of the board members. They're driving boxes back and forth, back and forth. You can see here the fire department was here because Mixed Persuasion did a fire dance. So that I should have got some pictures. And then this is just like a quarter of the crowd, just one of the pictures that I took of the crowd near the stage. But there's a bunch of people that you can't see back here in the back, out towards the back, you can't see. But as you can see, I love this setup where the stage is to the left of the lady with the green that she's actually taking a picture of. And then everyone's sitting and then tents all around. So I really enjoyed this setup. I hope they do this every year.
Yeah, it worked really well.
Yeah, and then this, of course, is Soma. He's a board member. He apparently did the worm. We missed it, so
This
we'll
was
try to
just
catch him
before,
again.
I think, right?
We'll try to
It was
catch him
just
again
before.
next year. Yes, Soma is a board member of All My Usos who did the worm this year. He'll do it again next year. You just got to catch him. So I caught him at the announcement table, and then this is us with Nani, who's with
The backpack
ours.
booth.
Yes, and Chris Fiti, who's part of the AMU crew, and then in back, the Tangaria Taco Queen. And then you can see the Pokemon truck in the back. I mean, he was giving away free Poke nachos and Poke salad. I was like, that's very expensive. So big shout out to Ray and his crew who donated their time and
I don't know I don't know if people knew because though I don't think people really believed that he was giving away poke, right? I don't know because there
yes,
was no line there. And so
yes,
Mo and I had gone over to see when they're going to open up the actual food line. And Mama Sil said, "Yeah, well, they have and there's a couple places that are open." And then she goes, and for some reason, there's no line over at the Pokemon. And we looked over there, none, like not a
yeah,
single person standing in front of it. And I think it was because there was no line that nobody went
yeah.
over there. Because once
That
there
people
became a
thought you
line,
had to pay. Yeah,
everybody went over there. But yeah, Mo and I were able to walk straight up there, no wait in line, just straight to the window and get free poke. So
yeah.
if you missed it, this year, get there for number 11.
Yeah, I went over to talk to Ray, and he too, he's been in this game for a minute. So you can also catch the Pokemon at the San Francisco Giants game. They're on the second floor, I think on the west side. They usually sell out, but if you're lucky enough to catch them at a Giants game, please do so. I was talking to Ray that he too, he has a team now. He's been doing it for a while. And so he just lets his crew run, you know what I mean? And I told him that I went to a Giants game and I asked for him and he wasn't there. And he's like, yeah, I let my crew do it now. I don't need to be there, which is so amazing and so badass. And he's been in the game long enough, to do this. So big shout out to Ray and the Pokemon team. So go, go, go. And then this are I caught some of the pictures of some of the girls, some of the ladies who were handing out the food or distributing the free lunch that they
Hmm.
hand out. And, you know, all the volunteers in the back. You can see the food here, the condiments, and then the lovely ladies who are handing out food. And then there was a bunch of vendors. Like we said, the Pokemon was there. Illy Fresh, who was giving away free drinks. Not no alcohol, but it was like lemon water or infused drinks. And so you could go over there and get free stuff. So it was they had them, all things dipped, divine desserts,
Funnel keke.
in funnel keke in the bakery. I mean, great, great, great vendors. Exotic Juice, who you'll usually catch DJ Darren. He was a guest on our show. So, so was Lex from Ely Fresh. But Exotic Juice travels everywhere. He's usually at the big concerts like Holo Holo Fest. Is it Holo Holo Fest? Holo Holo. Every, whatever
Back in the day, Island Reggae. So any of the PI events, you're going to see Exotic Juice.
And non-PI events. He's at the big, like, I can't remember the one that happens in Monterey, but he's there too.
The Jazz Festival?
The one Charlene and them go to every year.
I know which one you're talking about.
So yes, catch Darren at all the festivals. And then here is me and the executive director taking 5-minute break. I obviously am eating a protein bar.
Mackie is so there's 2 executive directors there. This is in our tent, and Mackie's the only one in there. I think we're probably the only tent with an actual couch inside of our tent.
We have a blow-up
Second year in
couch.
a row we've had a tent. Or I mean a couch.
We've had a blow-up couch for Cree, and we're like, it's Cree's chair. When she's tired, she comes over to our tent and plops for like 5-10 minutes, and then she's off running, and then we'll catch her like every 5th round of her in the park. She'll come in and stop in and take like a 2-minute break. So
every year I wander around, take a walk around the perimeter, and it does not fail. I don't plan this out. I just, at a couple times, I'll just go walk around all the way up the hill for the park and all the way down. And the first trip out to go make a round around it, I found Cree outside of the park, on one of the kids. I don't know what it was. Is it like a horse or something? The swing, and she's getting a moment of peace and quiet. So I waited, I walked around a little bit and then came back by and talked to her, but I could tell it was like her just stepping away from the park, taking a breather, scrolling around on her phone before she went back into all the madness. But I think every time I've done this every year, I've found her off just catching a little moment for herself.
Yeah. And then here's the A team. This is an awful picture. But it's the only one that I had of Jessica Ponce and Tina Sadaraka Faitala, who are the program managers for All My Usos, who pretty much were like running stuff that day. So they did a great job. I just wanted to give them a huge shout out, and so proud of the work that they did. I'm sure everyone is exhausted that day, but especially these two who are trying to get everything in order. And when you're a participant or in the audience, all you see is amazing things, like everything's flowing great, and in the background we don't know what craziness is happening. So we couldn't tell if there was craziness because everything was so smooth,
because it was that well run. We couldn't tell any of the craziness.
It was that well run. And then every year, a board member from All My Usos, their family does the Tawalunga to close out the barbecue. And with it being the 10-year anniversary of the AMU BBQ, Cree and JT's daughters, what is Fat? Justice. There you go. Her name is Justice. And Jasmine did the Tawalunga to close out the evening, and they did such a great job. You can see how beautiful they look here. So proud of them, and I'm sure JT was just smiling from above, being so proud of how far the whole family brought this. So it was a great day to be at the barbecue. This barbecue is the only one of its kind where it is for the community, by the community, where thousands of people come to get resources. It's always packed, always packed. Everything is free. People donate their time because they love Creed, donate supplies, donate, everything and anything. Is done for the community, with the community. So many
10th year in
people
a row.
10th
10th year
year,
in a row, drama free, not a single hitch, no, nothing, not
nothing.
a inkling of drama.
Yeah.
Which, not that I expect it, but every
Mm,
every year I'm just like, this means this is how much the community respects AMU, right? They know,
yeah.
look, this is AMU's day that they're presenting for us. Like, we're not
Yeah.
going to disrespect it. So
And
great to
it
see
was
all the police there as
mm,
attendees, right?
coming to
Not
eat.
circling in the
Yeah.
park waiting for something to pop off. They're
Yeah.
there to eat and
No,
hang
they're
out
there
and
to hang out and
yeah,
eat. And it was just a great event. It's the event of the year. It might as well be the Samoan Flag Day because this is all we have. This year we had a great, it was just, I can't even tell you. You can't miss next year. It's every August, third Saturday of the, August every year. Catch year 11 and 12 and 13 and 14. They're going to be here for a very, very long time. So proud of them. So,
yeah.
so proud of them.
Big organization's been built up right.
Oh my
Good
gosh. Oh my
foundation.
gosh. So good. So good. So we could do the community announcements.
All right.
And then,
You want me to go first?
sure.
All right. So the Dominguez Samoan Congressional Christian Church, AFAKA-SA, presents Pune Lava'a USA Tour 2025. All the proceeds are going to benefit the building fund for the Dominguez Samoan Church. Scan the QR code for more information this weekend. This weekend, they'll be performing in Vegas. A lot of cities on that tour. Go check out the information on their social media and catch them at a city near you.
Okay. Oop, okay. This Sunday, don't miss the grand opening of the Shack Las Vegas on August 24th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at 9175 South Las Vegas Boulevard, Suite 110. Vendors, ribbon cutting, and so much more. Go out and support Big Body Cisco and have a great time. This is going to be a great event. I'm sure there's going to be surprise performers, but this space is for not only barbers, but Cisco will be creating content there. He'll do his podcast from there. So it's going to be a great space.
Going to be a good time. The Central Valley Pacific Islander Alliance presents young adult internships. They're looking for 5 motivated NHPI young adults ages 18 to 25 to join as paid interns. This is not an unpaid interns, paid internship. Gain hands-on experience, build leadership and professional skills, and uplift your community, all with a flexible schedule. You can also apply to be a cultural coordinator intern with, oh, you gave it to me, No Te Here o Te Iharoa. Follow them on IG for more information. And I apologize if I murdered that name.
Yeah. And you got to Sunday to apply. How about that? Are we all right? Piqua. Pacific Islander Community Association presents Matua Olemoana Elders Fair. Matua Olemoana means Elders of Oceania. Come celebrate Elders on August 21st, tomorrow, Friday, with Pacifica food, dancing, games, and activities in Kent, Washington at the Trinity Community Church on Keith Road.
Good stuff going on up there.
Mhm.
Pikawa is always doing great things. All right. Rhythmic Catalyst presents Josh Tatofi on September 4th at the Center for the Performing Arts in San Jose. Special guest Kenya and everyone's favorite tag team MCs Western Conference. Get your tickets now at joshtatofimusic.com.
All right. Starting September 4th, all my Usos will host monthly Talanoanga sessions on the first Thursday of each month. In the Samoan language, Talanoanga means conversation, and these sessions offer a space to break silences, openly discuss struggles, and begin the healing process. Rooted in the Pacific Islander values, AMU recognizes that while strength is honor, it's also okay to not be okay. Healing looks different for everyone, and at all my Usos, every emotion is valid in this judgment-free zone. These sessions are free, open to all ages, and include dinner. No commitment required, just your presence. Space is limited, so register today through the link in their bio.
Awesome. All Island United and Pacific Savages present the NorCal 2025 Pacific Sovereignty Run. It'll be a celebration of culture and community. There's a car and bike ride. There's a car and bike ride show, island music, hula show, and vendors happening September 6th from 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. at the Contra Costa County Event Center. Admission is $10 for adults and $5 for kids 12 and up. If you'd like to register your car or bike, you can contact Pacific Savages or All Islands United on their social media or scan the QR code in the flyer.
Third annual Paul Noah Fatasi Fitness Festival in loving memory of Junior Alfoa and Luciano Ortega is happening Saturday, September 13th at Gellert Park in Daly City from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Register by scanning the QR code or go to Fatasi's Youth Services Instagram page to register.
September 13th is Tonga Day 2025 Bay Area from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. at Central Park in San Mateo, celebrating the 150th anniversary of the signing of the Tongan Constitution. For questions or inquiries, please email tongalady, Tongalady, 2025 at gmail.com. 150th anniversary.
This will be their first one. This is their first one in the Bay Area. So it's going to be a big event. Please make sure that you get there after you go to the third annual Paul Noah Fatasi Sports Festival. Get to Tonga Day in San Mateo.
And they're set up that way. You can get to both. You can go to the one in the morning and then get to the one in the afternoon.
And there'll be vendors, cultural performances, all kinds of stuff.
And our 2025 for 25 fundraiser is still going on. It's going on all the way through the year. You can see some of the amazing people that have donated. We're looking for 2025 donations for $25 or whatever you can donate. It's a tough time. We get that. Never a good time to ask for money. So any amount is welcomed. And thank you to the people that have already donated.
Awesome. That is our community announcements. I'm so grateful. This weekend, there's all kinds of events happening in the Bay Area, but Saturday, you can see us at the Feel Good Music Open Mic Night. Is happening Saturday, August 23rd. Tickets are on sale now. You have to click the link in Feel Good Cuts bio on Instagram to purchase your tickets. I'm looking forward to that. Phil is a music, he sings as well too. So I think it started off as one event that turned out really well. He has Pacific Islander vendors there who will be serving up beverages, and then it's an open mic. You can sign up before the night by, of course, clicking the link in his bio, or you can sign up that night to perform on stage. It's very easygoing. I've heard nothing but great things about it. So this will be my first one going. Usually when he has them, I'm out of town. I have another engagement. So this is my first one. I'll let you know how it goes next week, but I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to all the amazing performers that will perform and all the fun. How about that?
Awesome. And Matua Motorcycle Club's annual Paina is August 24th, and that'll be in Modesto on Petrito Court. $30 pre-sale and 35 at the door donation. They're always great food, always a good time. Matua Motorcycle Club is, yeah, their
Yeah,
Paina is cool. They've had it a bunch of different places. This
yes.
one is going to be in Modesto at their clubhouse.
Yes, at their clubhouse. And they'll have vendors, they'll have, merch. So come on over, come say hi. We'll be there hanging out, chilling in the sun, trying to get a tan. Well, me mostly because somebody's already. Anyway,
What
um,
was that?
$30, nothing. $30 beforehand. Just get a hold of us if you want tickets pre-sale. But then again, it's $35 at the door. Matua does a lot of community work, and we appreciate them for supporting PBD all the time, all the
And they
time.
have live entertainment from a Tahitian group this year. Dance
Yes,
group. Yeah.
I don't know I can't. Anyway, it's a good time, and
How's
we.
the Chief of War? How's the series going?
Oh, I haven't. No,
You got
I haven't
episodes to
watched it.
watch?
Well, there's new episodes, but I want to, you know, I'm one of those people that have to watch the whole thing. I can't go every week. Like,
Ah, no
wait
patience.
yeah, no patience. I have to wait for the whole thing to be done, and then I'll go down a rabbit hole. One whole weekend, I'll watch the whole thing. Because I started watching The Gilded Age. It's it's a series set in the 1800s, 1840s. I love it. Love it.
In
I love
like
those
the
kind of
in
pieces.
England or in Europe or United States? Where's it at?
It is in the United States,
Oh,
Philadelphia. Yeah,
okay.
set in
Back east.
Philadelphia in 1840s. I love it. The Statue of Liberty, the arm just got there. So it's like,
Ah,
oh, the Statue of Liberty. So
we that
there's
we
three
we
seasons.
we got the tour and learned all about
We did get to
that
see it in
New
real
York.
life. Yeah. So it's just the torch has just gotten there. Just the arm has just gotten there and has landed in Philadelphia or New York. New York. They're in New York. And the arm just got there. And so everybody's like, well, geez, how big is this statue? Look how big the arm is. And I was like, oh my God. I mean, I know it's a movie, but it's kind of exciting to watch, history and everything. So I like those kind of pieces where they're set in a back in the day
Historical. Gotcha.
historical. So I'm enjoying that. I won't zip through season one. There's 3 seasons. So, you know, I'm the Gilded Age, the Gilded Age. I love it. And then, there's some, what is it? It's interesting to see, they've done their research, but it's interesting to see how the, um, the whites and the blacks coexisted, and it looks like it's just starting to, where racism, I mean, it's still there, but it's like voodoo if you do. So it's good. I like it.
Yeah, it's interesting from that standpoint because that slavery is going on at that point in the South, right?
Mm,
There's not a lot of historical perspective of in the North where there
mm,
it wasn't slavery, but there were still
mm.
issues, right?
Oh
So
yeah, and
sounds like a good
there's
series.
blacks with they're business owners, educators. There's a black newspaper that a girl that is a writer there. So it's very interesting. Like it's a mix, but it's good to see. So I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. But I'm waiting for the chief of war for all the episodes to be loaded up,
So you can binge
and
them.
then I can watch it. So there you go. I'm enjoying. I've learned my lesson. I used to watch every episode. I think I did that with Game of Thrones, where we would just wait for the next episode and it wouldn't come for like, I don't know, a month before the next. So now I've learned my lesson. I'm going to wait for the whole season and then binge watch.
That's a
That's
better
it.
way to do it. I'm not a
Yes.
I don't like it's better I don't hear about a series and then I hear
Mhm,
about it. Oh, it's been
mhm.
out for a year. Oh, good. Then I can go watch them all.
Yes. Yes. So um, I'll let you know. I'll let you know. I've also, this past weekend, also in the Pacific Northwest, um, Polyfest 2025 celebrated their 8th year. I didn't realize it was 8 years, but they celebrated their 8th year, and they had tons and tons of performers. My kids went out there Hi Guy Lai was performing, and so my kids went up there to support. Mena went up to take pictures and video. Um, they're one of their favorite performers is this girl named Kamaya, who is a rapper. So they were happy about that. But I seen a lot of videos, Polyfest, whoever their media person was going live, you know, every time. And so I got to see it looked like Island Reggae Festival many years ago because it looked
Mm,
like thousands of people were there. They had 2 stages. And so, they would shift to the smaller stage, if that's what they call it, stage two and stage one. And so it was very interesting to see the content creators walking around. Polynesian was there, Polynesian podcast. I was watching some of their interviews. They interviewed the founders. They interviewed my Mena, and Mena said, I met Polynesian podcast, Lance and those guys. And she said, I was going to Kamaya, was about to perform, and they're like, can we interview you? And she's like, oh, can you catch me later? And he's like, no, because I know I'm not going to catch you later. And she was like,
because we know how that's going to work out.
yeah.
I'm not going to see you later.
She's like, all right, let's do it. Let's do it. So it's a great interview. Go check it out on Instagram, Polynesian Podcast. It's on their
Mena did
page,
a great job in the
and
interview.
all their interviews. Check out all their content. Really, really good. So I enjoyed watching all the videos that people were posting, the entertainers that were there. So it was good. It was good. I, our cousin Nellie lives up there, so they called Auntie Nellie the next day and sent pictures of all of them visiting her. And so, yeah, she was happy to see them.
I bet.
Yeah,
Good
yeah.
crew.
Good time, good time. They took a 15 passenger van loaded up with 15 passengers and drove all the way to the Pacific Northwest. And it was at the Renton Memorial Park Memorial Center. And
And didn't
so
get pulled over once.
I know I was a little worried about that. I was a little
A lot
worried
of
about
brown people in one vehicle.
a lot of brown people in one vehicle. But hey, they made it safe there and back. Everybody made it back in one piece. And so it was good. It was good. I'm looking forward to uh, we I'm looking forward to all the pictures that Mena will post, and started doing videos of they're posting videos of Lai's performance. So it was really good. Hi
Yeah,
Guy Lai.
great man.
Hi Guy Lai. Travels with a live band. He travels with a live band. So
That's
I
loving
love it.
what you do right there. Packing it up in a
Um,
15-person van, heading
yeah,
across 2 states,
yeah.
doing it,
And they
coming
had a
back.
blast. They had a
Yeah.
blast. Of course they did. But anyway, that was it. I went to Nesian Night Market on Friday.
How was
Me,
that? The last one of the year, right?
the last one of the summer, and so me and my daughter-in-law and my grandbabies went. I didn't get any interviews because I had my grandbabies, and I was just trying to be in the moment. I was busy Tupu, my grandson, who loves to dance, and there's a DJ there. And so the music hits, and that's it. He goes on the dance floor, he starts dancing. I'm done. I'm done. We got Toki had their food, they were cooking. So I got a Toki plate from Mo. The Proskis, got a couple of Proskis for Malia. All Things Dipped were there. Fanga was there. So, she has, is it so dope or something like that? Chris New, Funnel Kicke, they're everywhere. Funnel Kicke. Just a lot of PI vendors, merch. Mobligated was there. I got to see JP, Kiki, and the new baby. So it was good to see them. It's always great vendors, great food, great merch. Don't miss the next Samoan Solutions Nisha night. It will probably be their December, their Christmas Nisha night. They are at in Burlingame on Mahler Road. You can also stop by Monday through Friday, check out their resources, their space. Feel free to donate. They're raising money for operations. Click the link in Samoan Solutions page. Help support. Keep your money brown. Keep your
Yeah,
money
they've
brown.
done really good by keeping that open to the community. So when
Mm-hmm.
you think about, budgets and those kind of things, they are providing a lot of services.
Yeah,
We talk about different things that they do nearly every week in the community events. They're at well over a decade into the
yeah.
game.
One thing
Um,
for
and
sure about our tent, you will see it at the Samoan Solutions Turkey Trot that they have every year in November and at least August at the Almayusos barbecue. But Samoan Solutions, Epi and Funga do a great job of with all the events that they have. They've taken groups to Samoa, 2 years in a row. And so I
Yala Youth Exchange. Yeah,
mm-hmm,
they
mm-hmm.
do. I mean, the programs they have very rooted in culture
Yes.
for the community. You can go by there, and they've got a library of
Yeah,
Pacific Islander information.
yeah,
So yeah, if there any way you can support them, support them. A lot of support just
yes.
me showing up at the events that they put on and enjoying what they're doing for us.
Yeah, so donate, donate, donate. Help keep their doors open, just like all the nonprofit organizations that are trying to stay afloat with all the budget cuts and everything. Please support Samoan Solutions by clicking the link in their bio. How about that?
About
Well,
that.
yeah. How about that? We will have Lucy Latu on soon. She'll be coming on to talk about Tonga Day happening September 13th. I've just got to schedule it. I talked to her at Nisha night. I think that is everything. That everything?
I think that's a wrap.
That's a wrap. We're here every Thursday at 6 o'clock. Please come back to FICA with us.